friends, and welcome to my very first episode of Sunday Morning Inklings. This is going to be a series that I run every Sunday morning, and these are just going to be shorter videos where I am just creating on screen some small piece of artwork in my sketchbook with no plan and no expected outcome at all. These are not necessarily going to be finished pieces. I will be making them just for the joy of creating art. I'm doing this because in my regular videos that I put out every Friday, those are more art tutorials, and while there may be a certain element of that to this at times if I'm doing something a little bit different, these are mostly just going to be me creating some art and chatting about whatever while I work on the screen. And this is kind of for my own benefit as well. It's for your enjoyment to watch, but as an artist, and I'm sure some of you are going to be able to relate to this, it is so easy to get bound up in an outcome or an expected product sometimes even, because I do sell my works, so that is in the back of my head all of the time. Is this going to be something that is marketable? And I think that in order to create marketable and successful pieces of art, it's really important to not lose sight of the practice of art practice and just making something to stretch your artistic muscles, to keep the ideas flowing, or to maybe test out something that you've wanted to try with zero expectation of outcome. A funny little thing that I've found often happens when I'm doing that type of work is that most of the time I actually get an outcome that is better than if I would have had something planned out or an expected product at the end, because it allows me to really just freely open my mind to that pure creative part that is going to actually make something that is really wonderful. But again, even if it doesn't, that isn't the point. It's good to just put media to substrate sometimes, just like you did when you were a kid. You know, remember when you opened up your watercolor set as a kid and you were just playing and having a good time and you would lose track of time? That's kind of what the point of this little series is. In this piece today, I am mostly using acrylic inks. I discovered these about, a few years back. I used to work in alcohol ink a lot of the time, and I found these acrylic inks and I love them so much. They work similarly to, it's like a cross between watercolor paint and acrylic paint if you've never used them. So they are, they do not reactivate with water, unlike watercolor paints, but they are much more flowing and spreadable like a watercolor paint. So you kind of get the best of both worlds, and I've found that the inks themselves are very saturated. I typically use Liquitex and Rowney brands, and they are both wonderful. I don't really have a preference, honestly. And that's what this piece is predominantly being made with. I hate to even call it a piece because at this point it really is just some fun practice. In fact, I went out and bought a watercolor sketchbook just for this series. And those of you that have watched my other videos have probably heard me say on more than one occasion, I don't typically use sketchbooks. I never really have done any art journaling or anything like that. But that's kind of going to be my personal visual cue to make this type of piece and to set aside expectation when I pull out this journal. And it'll be exciting when I fill it to go back and look at all of the things that are there. So I'm calling the series Sunday Morning Inklings. I'm not going to strictly adhere to using only ink. There will probably be some little bits of collage here and there as well, but I hope you enjoy this. I'm already enjoying it. I have made a couple of these already, and I'll be putting them out over the next, course of the next few weeks. And from the very first one, I just felt this sense of freedom by setting aside those expectations. That red ink is so gorgeous. That color is so highly pigmented. And because these are acrylic, they don't really, they dry about as saturated as they're appearing here while I'm working on it. So it's just a really beautiful kind of media to use. I have the edges of the paper taped down just with some artist tape because I want to keep everything neat and tidy and try not to get anything on the pages underneath, and also not to kind of just create a big mess around the edges. So just for your information, that's what I'm doing there. I'm just peeling off that tape, and it creates a really nice border, as you know. I apologize if the sound of my air conditioner in the background is distracting, but as I'm sure you are all well aware, it's about 1,000,000 degrees out, and it is a necessity today for sure. Here's a good example of practice making something perfect. I had always been really bad at asemic writing, and those of you that have watched my other videos can probably attest to that because you saw some of my earlier work in it. It's getting easier the more I practice it, and I do use it a lot in my work. And so I do encourage you, if you struggle with that as well, because I've heard other people say that, just keep at it. Doing it this way was really easy and I got good results, so I was just using the ink dropper straight out of the bottle and working pretty large in comparison to this space that I was working on. So that might be a good place for you to start if you find that you are having some issues with that. And my other thought on that is, I know I can't speak for everyone, but for myself personally, I really had to get out of my head about it because it's hard to fake write when it's something you've been doing since you were little, and your brain wants to form these words and ideas, which is actually, you can do it that way. One of my viewers suggested putting on some sort of narration or something, someone speaking on TV or something in the background. And the faster they're speaking, the better it is, because you're going to just write the words that you can catch. So you can actually do the asemic writing using real words. It's just not going to read as anything because you're, skipping over and maybe hitting every 2 or 3 or 5 words, depending on how fast the person in the background is speaking versus how fast your hand is moving. So that could be a tip as well. And I did try that upon their suggestion, and it actually does work out really well. So if you don't feel comfortable just kind of winging it with the hand movements, which can be really tricky to get used to, you could try that at first. But I do encourage you to keep trying with the true asemic as well, and you will get the hang of it. So I'm using a Micron pen here to outline some portions just because it felt like that was the right thing to do. So I guess this piece technically is all in ink, just different kinds of ink. And the way those beautiful acrylic inks just stand out so brightly, and they're just being accented a little bit with that pen. it's just visually rich and beautiful to look at, in my opinion. So I'm going to try this series for a while and see how it goes, and you can all let me know what you think. I will, of course, still be putting out my normal demo videos on Fridays for the foreseeable future, and we're just going to see how this all works out. So the regular videos will be every Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern, and the Sunday Morning Inklings will be on Sunday mornings, of course. I'm also going to do 10 a.m. Eastern just to keep that kind of consistency to so that everyone can find me if you're looking. And if you like what I have going on here, I would love it if you could give me a thumbs up and hypes and subscribes and all of that stuff. These pieces are not, like I said, going to be necessarily intended to be finished pieces. There may be a few in here that I really do like, and I might pop some of them on my Etsy shop. I'll put a flash up on the screen for you there, plus you can find all of that information in the description. I'll also have a list of everything that I used to make this piece today in case you see a color or a product that you're really interested in. And if you do have any questions, you of course can always ask me down in the comment section. I am very far behind on answering comments. I do apologize, but I intend to go through and answer as many as possible here soon. Hopefully even before this week's regular video comes out for you. And these little exercises are great because they can inform your larger, or I don't even want to say larger, but your other type of work, because not everybody works large, nor do you have to. But you might try something in one of these practice pieces that then you can carry over into something that you might want to put a little more focus or intention into. Like here, for instance, I really love that red writing, and I will certainly be using that on something. I'm seeing that done like on a much larger scale, and just the intensity of that color. I mean, imagine that larger. I mean, and granted, I don't know what would necessarily be in the background of that piece, but you can bet that you will see this done on one of my regular videos in the future, so keep an eye out for that. These are the type of little videos that I think would actually benefit from maybe not any narration and just some music in the background, although so many of you have said that you don't like having music in the videos, so I'm not really sure which direction to go with that. If I could get some opinions, I don't want to put music in my regular videos because I think it can become distracting, but if I were going to, not do any narration at all and just have a little music over top of strictly art making, let me know what you might think about that. I appreciate you stopping in today to see my first episode of this new series. Let me know what you think of the idea of doing these little Sunday Morning Inklings, and let me know what you think of the way this piece turned out. I know I'm really happy with it, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. And as always, I really hope that my work, if nothing else at all, inspires others to take some artistic risks and to try new things that maybe you hadn't thought of, or new colors to use, just something as simple as that. I find value in any video if I can take even one small thing away from it, and I really hope that I can be that for you. Thank you for stopping in, and I'll see you back here next Sunday with another Sunday Morning Inkling.